time for one of the best segments in any podcast in the history of the world, of any show, of anything.
That's some great acting you're doing right now.
Killer questions. So yes. George, go ahead and tell them what we told our fans on our Facebook page.
All right. We posed this week a question to the fans. If you had to enter the world of a horror movie or TV series, which one would you choose? And the fans blew it up.
That one was a really popular one.
Amazing responses from people. I'm going to go through some of the highlights of what they told us. I can't cover them all. I'm sorry, because there was like 150.
There was a whole lot,
but we'll go through some of our favorites. We were getting. Jenny said the world of Jaws because she doesn't go in the water, so she just
which is a great way to live.
Beach vacation visit for Jenny.
Something interesting happens on the beach every now and then.
Exactly. Pookie said Zombieland because she loves Twinkies.
I would argue there's Twinkies you can hang out with Jenny at
Jaws
in Jaws and have as many fucking Twinkies as you want, not to worry.
There's no Twinkies at Stonehenge. So
but maybe I'm a defender now, or defend Pookie. The Twinkies are a lot more rewarding in Zombieland.
That's true.
They taste a little bit sweeter when you make it.
Robert said he's an insomniac, so he's going to Elm Street.
That's still risky. That's risky business. I can't do it.
Kelly wants to meet Hannibal Lecter, so she said she'll take her chances and go into his world.
No.
Good luck to you, Kelly.
Hopefully she doesn't ask him what's for dinner, and he's like,
you. Adriana gave us Texas Chainsaw Massacre so I can shoot him and know it'll actually kill him.
I think that is very smart.
Yeah, she's said
thought it through.
Yep, exactly. Okay. Tyler is going to the world of True Blood. Loves the town, and it looks real and not staged, so very atmospheric. Mm-hmm. We got True Blood a couple times actually. Javier is going to the world of The Mist because he knows how it ends.
Yeah, but you gotta be in the right place at the right time.
That's a good point.
Something about being transported. You don't know when you can be transported. A few days before, and you're boarding. I don't know.
No, you're valid. Pandora is going to American Horror Story. Paul wants to know if Monster Squad counts. Absolutely.
Yes, it does. That is so smart. Oh my god, that'd be so fun.
Lena's going to the world of the Munsters. You gotta love Herman and Lily.
Mm-hmm. That'd be fun.
She's off. Yep.
Be better than the Addams Family. I feel like Addams Family, you accidentally get boiling oil poured on you, or something just real wacky.
I love Daphne's answer. She's going to the world of Silver Bullet. Who wouldn't want to live in a nice town with a preacher werewolf? Love it. Nice choice.
Well, thanks for spoiling it for me.
Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
We got a lot of Walking Dead. That was surprising. That seems pretty great.
Well, it's hard to watch that show and not be like, what would I do in The Walking Dead?
Good point.
Because it seems like it'd be easy sometimes to take out the zombies, especially in I think the last season where there's 1,000 zombies and they just all knock them down with bats.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Go to town.
Just go to town. If you love baseball, go to the
There you go.
There you go.
Richard Rollins gave us The Shining.
Oof. I'm not staying in the hotel.
Right?
Sorry, Dad.
Richard's going to the world of Jeepers Creepers. I want to see what kills this monster for good.
But what if you don't find out?
Yeah, it's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
Ingrid's going to the land of dark shadows. That's cool.
That's good.
That'd be a cool place to go. Let's see. Tales from the Crypt. We got Angel. We got Supernatural a lot.
Yeah.
Lots of Supernatural.
World of Beetlejuice. Halloween intrigued me.
World of what?
Beetlejuice.
There it is. 3 times. I gotcha. Let's see what happens.
I hope something happens because we got Halloween a lot, which was really interesting to me because that means you're basically in the world of one day. It's like horror Groundhog Day, right?
Oof.
Yeah.
But I love the season. I mean, hanging out there in the fall. It's
supposed to be like a Midwestern town in the fall. It's pretty nice.
Nope. Pass.
Nope. All right, so The Exorcist. I'm going there because that was a nice house. That was Yolande. That was awesome. And we got World of Shaun of the Dead. Someone wants to go and laugh. And then Jeffrey's going to the world of Resident Evil. Wow.
It's intense.
Jeffrey's a brave guy. It's
that is, as long as you're with Alice, I feel like you're solid. You'll be fine.
You better be with Alice. All right, so that was the highlights of what the fans had.
Those are some good answers.
So now we can talk about what we would have answered.
I got mine.
Our own question.
In the bag. Well, someone said Tales from the Crypt, which I thought, first off, like, if you're not a dick, you'll be okay. Mm-hmm. But then I think of that episode with Steve Buscemi when he's the photographer, like overseas, and then he gets dicked over. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, but even if you're good, you're still gonna get fucked. So then I kept it with the anthology type shows and ended up going with the Twilight Zone because there's a lot of it could go. You have a way better chance of not getting severely fucked in that show. Because there's a lot of episodes where like people go crazy and they wake up and there's like doctors surrounding them. Like maybe I could be one of those doctors. Or like there's an episode I just watched where like this drunk guy ended up being Santa Claus. I'm like, fuck, in this world I could be Santa Claus. Like this is great.
You're going to work.
I can make dreams come true in the Twilight Zone. It's like
you're gonna have a whole bunch of professions over there.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna go with the Twilight Zone because even the shit that is bad for people, like sometimes it's not like that bad. Like it's not like Tales from the Crypt bad, where like you really get your up and comings.
Are you gonna remember what happens from episode to episode, or is this like reincarnation where you don't remember?
Ooh, I didn't think about that. Reincarnation. Because then you get to experience everything. You know what I mean?
Brand new.
Well, no, it's like it's like rolling like a like a 10D. Like you don't know like what outcome you're gonna get. Right. Like I'm thinking of that episode where they have like the settlers going. They have like the wagons and stuff, and the guy looks over the hill and he sees like a 1960s, 50s malt shop, and then like a pharmacy and has like the medicine and all that shit.
Right.
I could be either one of the settlers or the fucking the guy who's like, howdy sport, you want a fucking milkshake? So like I can have milkshakes and hand out gifts or be a settler. Like either one of those is pretty fucking cool.
That's awesome. I'm gonna have LASIK surgery and go to the world of Burgess Meredith's books because I love.
Then you're fine.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
You can stomp on glasses for fun after that. They don't give a shit. So I'm gonna go with
that's solid. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Twilight Zone.
And the music's never gonna get old. So that's fantastic.
No, and then I'll just that's fine. It might get a little annoying.
No, because you're not remembering from episode to episode. You're only hearing it.
Oh, that's true. So
you're only hearing it one time as each Nick, so you're fine.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm fine with that. I'll almost be like the angels from Preacher when they die. They're just like next episode. All right, bring up.
I hope you get to interact with Rod. Like, hopefully, like you can be part of the intro.
I get like a minute and a half to be like, he's like doing his whole like opening. You're entering a world. I'm like, hey, Rod, it's me again. I got real fucked last episode. Give me a good one, man.
I'm changing my answer. I'm going to that world to watch you do that. That is fucking hilarious.
Well, you know what? You could.
Like heckling Rod Serling. Don't heckle him, man. He seems that guy's in control of this shit. Like the episode's gonna go bad for you if you're.
Well, you could make cameos like that one episode where, what's the episode where it's like that old lady in like a house, and she thinks there's like these like creatures watching her, but then like it turns out there's like she's actually like a really tiny person, and there's shit watching her.
Well, there was that one episode where there's something in the house bothering her. That, by the way, was one of the most amazing TV performances ever. That woman, and she looks down, and the thing moving around in the attic says NASA on it. So she's like a giant on a planet of giants, and she's being harassed by Earthlings who came to visit her. Is that the one you're?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a great episode.
Isn't there another one where like two astronauts go somewhere and the little people start building like statues and monuments of those astronauts? Is that a Twilight Zone episode?
I remember one where they came back from space. That was actually a really creepy episode where they were like haunted from where they came back, but I don't remember the buildings.
There was one I just watched recently that was really kind of depressing. It starts off with like this Navy veteran who wakes up in like this giant silo with a clown, a ballerina, and I think he's like a lumberjack or something. And they're trying to figure out why the hell they're all there. Mm-hmm. They're trying to get out of the place. Mm-hmm. And so they try to like work together and like stand on top of each other, and they can't.
Right.
And they're not hungry. They're not thirsty, so they can't starve to death or anything. But at the end of the episode, it just turns out they're in like a collection bin for Christmas where like people throw toys. Oh, so it's like the first horrifying incarnation of Toy Story.
Oh no! Good luck over there, Nick.
Yeah.
Well, I only got to be there for about a half hour, and then I'm out of there.
I want to be there when you're on the plane with Shatner, and he's like, "It's on the wing," and you're just like, "I know, you're right." You're gonna be able to validate, like
exactly. I'm gonna be like, "This is for being a well-known asshole to people."
True. All right, Alex, where are you going?
I guess I'd go to Antonio Bay.
Nice.
In the fog.
Yes.
Just because I really want to live in the Pacific Northwest. And I would just try to return all the treasure real quick get it all during the day so they can't roll up and get me, and then like just like have it all out by the shore so I could just like sit and relax, drink some coffee, and stare off.
You just watch the ship sail by. They're like, is it here? No, it's in the ship. All right, onward.
Yeah, I was like, oh, well, that was easy. Yeah. They didn't have no one to butcher.
Right.
And I can live in.
That's the great thing. Town. You can, now that you go. Okay. So yeah, we would. So going into these towns, we would all know what happens. Obviously,
is that the thing?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
cool.
we would know, because otherwise, it's like, I don't want to fucking go to Twilight Zone, know what's going on.
Right. No. Yeah.
I'd be able to, so you'd be able to return the treasure and have a fucking drink and
chill out by the ocean.
Yeah,
that's what I want. That's my goal, is to live in a place just like the place from the fog, minus the murderous pirates.
You know what you could do?
What's that?
Maybe is if there's someone you didn't like you had like really shitty neighbors,
yeah.
put a few gold coins under their mattress, and the pirates come and like, excuse me, hey ho,
sliced
over here. Found some coins.
You're manipulating the pirates. Yeah,
that's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
There you go. And then the camera zooms out, and you're NASA's watching you, and you're in a Twilight Zone episode with me.
So there you go.
The only drawback is you're going to be listening to some terrible music.
What?
The radio station in the lighthouse?
Oh,
do you hear what
I was just
play?
hoping. I was thinking of just the score.
No. She plays. You're living in a town. They got one radio station, and it's like all elevator music.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
You know where Alex is putting those gold coins.
Yeah.
You're gonna take over the radio station.
Yeah, I'm gonna take over the radio station. Just play a bunch of kick-ass music. Get the DJ from the Warriors.
What's the first song you're gonna blast, Antonio Bay?
Oh, that's a good call.
Well, if you get the lady from the Warriors, you know where to run.
That'd be fun. Or have you heard the song Brandy? I'm trying to remember how it goes. And they said Brandy.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
Like my life, my lady is the sea. I don't know. It just seemed like
hang in there, Antonio Bay. Better music's coming.
It's on its way.
Alex is on his way.
It's on its way.
Or I'll just live score it.
Yeah, just play it live every episode.
Yeah, you're fine. You can do it, so do it.
It's very good.
All right. I'm taking a chance here because this could end really badly for me, but I'm going to the world of Jack the Ripper from Hell. I can't like that. First of all, I'm assuming that when you go, having knowledge of the future is going to let you amass some kind of power, right? Like
they think you're a witch and they burn you and kill you. So. Good choice, George.
They're not burning witches by 1890 or whatever that was, but so yeah, that's. I mean, but that it seems like that world. Although horrible for most of the people who are living in it, like if you have foreknowledge that lets you like whatever, it just seems so fun, right? Like you're just hanging out I got fog too, so you're hanging out with fog. And it's like the
and I got a foggy memory every episode.
That counts,
right? And I know who Jack the Ripper is, right? So that's a big plus. So. He doesn't know I'm coming. I can take care of him really fast, so there's no threat coming from whatever.
Would you turn him in or kill him?
Given the actions of law enforcement and From Hell, I'm gonna have to kill him.
That's true.
It's fair. You're doing a good deed.
Right, exactly. But then I'm just gonna write a book about how I caught him, and I'm gonna go on a book tour and have a good time.
So, are you gonna let him become the infamous Jack the Ripper first?
Yes.
Otherwise, no one's gonna care.
Oh wait, that's true. Well, I'm gonna have to arrive. I can't permit him to do killing. That's immoral. So I'm gonna have to arrive shortly after it began or something.
Right, but then then people might not care about your book as much if he's only got a couple knocked off.
I don't think many people are reading this there anyway, so I think my plan is flawed. But I just can't.
I'm kidding.
I can't get enough of the atmosphere.
Well,
Like,
if we're, it depends. Now, for something like that, does time travel come into play? Because if those women live, who knows? It's gonna be like the whole thing. You step on a butterfly, next thing you know, we have assholes on our face. Like we can't. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know. If that's how. I don't think evolution was determined by.
that only works in Preacher.
Exactly. Well, if there's time travel, then it gets a little muddy. But so you stop.
I don't think there's time travel. I think you just show up.
Well, here's what happens. Here's what happens if you show up pre him killing people. Wouldn't you then be like George the Ripper, like killing some random guy in London,
true.
and then people are writing books about you and figuring like out who you are, which would be kind of awesome, but like not that cool because then people want to kill you.
Yeah, I was Jack the Ripper. Maybe that's how that happens. Damn it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nick.
See, this is where it gets really weird. You know what's funny? How does that get more confusing than me? And I'm over here living the fucking Twilight Zone.
It did get pretty confusing.
Yeah, do you get to choose what episode? Did we talk about?
No, I just someone on Netflix just starts it from season 1, episode 1. I have to go through. My ass has to fucking trail.
Of Nick's existence.
Yeah, there's
everything.
some of those. Yeah, there's one that takes place in like Ohio where like they're at a diner. It's the one with William Shatner,
Oh.
and it's like they have a magic box. Like that didn't end too badly. That's one of
Not
those, yeah.
everyone. Like one episode I'm Santa Claus,
Yeah.
another one George is Jack the Ripper.
Just be,
That works.
just be basically moral. I mean, the whole show is the reason of existence is to say, if you do something screwed up, karma is gonna.
That's true.
Just stay on the good side of karma.
Okay, so wait, just so I'm clear,
Yes.
you're killing Jack pre-Jack.
No, I'm not killing Jack Jack. I'm going after the killings have already happened.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going like the first hour of the movie. I don't know. I'll find a timestamp for you. But I'm gonna go after he's Jack the Ripper because that's the thing is like I gotta like. Honestly, I'm just gonna come clean, right? Like I think the coolest way to travel in history as a wealthy person is in a carriage with horses. I just want to do that.
That is pretty cool.
Like 24/7. I just want to go from appointment to appointment.
Just like don't stop. Until the horses drop, you keep this. You keep the sucker.
So
going.
whatever I have to do to make those things happen.
But then,
yes.
what? So you kill him? Do you just get rid of his body? You're like, hey, policeman, like I'm
Maybe
like,
killing is a bad plan. Maybe it should be the authorities. They just don't seem very trustworthy.
you know what you could do if there's like a
Like Johnny Depp's high all the time, well, not absent. So,
or if there's a place where those prostitutes hung out, you can, have Jack tied up and be like, "Hey, ladies, this is the guy. This is one killing the ladies." And then that's kind of like some.
You're writing a Twilight Zone episode. Right?
And then there would be books written about you. You'd be the mysterious guy who caught Jack the Ripper,
Yes.
and everyone would be like, they'd know who Jack is, and they'd be like, "Well, I wonder who that guy was," and everyone would want to know who you were.
Right. Exactly.
And then but then you have to have an excuse for when you hand them off to the prostitutes. You're like, "I've come from the future to stop Jack." They'll be like, "Well, why didn't you come a few days earlier?" You're like, well, I can't just have a random guy and go. Like I had to. You have to come up with an excuse like, well, you could say anything. You're from the future. Their minds will be blown by whatever the fuck comes out of your mouth. You can just be like the time machine didn't work.
My mind's gonna be blown when they talk to me in that accent. I'm even more excited to go now because you're right. Everyone's gonna sound like that. It's gonna be.
Everyone's gonna have a really shitty accent. But like this, everyone has a London accent that sounds like they're from a white dude in Ohio.
No, I'm totally down.
All right, well that's actually a very interesting place, and that's a good goal.
Off to Whitechapel.
Yeah, you have a good thing. So now we got to play letters from Whitechapel and see.
Yes, we do.
See if you can even catch the fucker.
Yeah, right. I got to practice
Because you got to find him after he's killing his hide.
Right,
Oh, well, you can do it. You can find him.
I know exactly who he is. Don't worry about it.
All right, who is he?
I saw the end of the movie.
Oh. Well, you know what? You can also go to San Francisco when you're on your way back to time. Just stop in San Francisco in the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
And then just be like, hey, guys, I got the whole Zodiac thing. I don't know if we should kill him because, he's going to play a really good role in the Drew Carey show. It's Drew Carey's brother.
No, the killer is Ian Holm. He's a great actor who plays Jack the Ripper in the movie. And I'm going to have to let him say that one amazing line. It's one of my favorite lines where he's like, he says something like, I invented the 20th century or something, which is cool.
Oh, that's cool. Mm-hmm. Question.
Yes.
When you kill him in horror movie fashion, do you give a one-liner?
Yeah, I'm going
You have to.
Yeah, it's mandatory.
What's the one-liner going to be like? Hey, Jack, suck this. Suck lead, asshole.
Poetic. It's good.
Poetic.
Get ripped.
Get rid. Oh, that's a good one.
Get ripped.
Get ripped
is the winner. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, that's it. It's this is happening.
Or you could lift a lot of weights before and be like, hey, Jack, look how ripped I am, and then get ripped. I don't know. That's a lot of rips. We'll go with Alex's get ripped. That's the one. Okay, it's settled. That's it. Get ripped.
Yep.
It's better
Perfect.
than get jacked, I guess.
If you guys have a good one-liner to say to Jack the Ripper
Yeah.
when you go back in time to...
What would you say to Jack the Ripper if you killed him?
What would I say?
No, the fans. Well, we don't know. And what would you... all of us. I mean,
The universal be.
the universe.
Here's what I would do. Okay, real quick. Straight up, I would take out Jack, like Wet Bandit, Home Alone style, but in a way that would work. I would just be up to. I would be on top of a roof, and with a brick, and I would just use the line, "Hey Jack." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Suck brick, kid." And just fucking, throw that shit right in his mouth, and that's the end of Jack.
You bring up an interesting point though, because you can't bring things. You're just going, right? So you got to get there. So their guns suck at that time. So using a gun is probably not good. You got to figure out how to take this guy out.
I'm chancing this on throwing a brick from a rooftop and hitting him, so I might fail history. Which is okay, because like if I fail, they're like, that's fine, you didn't catch a serial killer. But if I do it and they're like, did you hear it? He quoted fucking Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, right before he killed Jack the Ripper. And that makes for a way better story
Yeah, that's it.
than anything else. So talk about killer questions.
Yes.
The questions that killed Jack the Ripper.
Yep.
Potentially when time travel is invented. But it doesn't matter when it's invented, because then that's a sticky subject. Anyways, let us know how you take out Jack, and join us next time for Hollow Weekly.